Today, this video is going to be talking about what does mewing actually do to the facial bone structure and what does it actually do to change my facial features, because I've been getting so many questions from you guys asking and feeling kind of worried about trying mewing because maybe you don't want to change your face, maybe you're afraid of like it going wrong or making an outcome that you weren't expecting, and I'm here to kind of show you guys what exactly mewing is going to do to change your facial structure and why it's actually a good thing for everyone universally, no matter what. So mewing is a term that was kind of created by the community that follows Dr. Mew, who is an orthopedic surgeon, and he talks about how to mew to change your facial structure, and he helps people who have orthodontic issues such as having like teeth that are crooked or having a recessed mandible, recessed jaw, and he tries to help them naturally instead of doing like a ton of surgery on them. He tries to help it naturally, and he came up with this idea of putting the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and that's actually what makes our mouths and jaws grow in the direction that they are naturally supposed to grow. Long faces that are not ideal for those amount of teeth to grow in and for those amount of teeth to grow in properly. So what we have to do is kind of try to widen the palate of the mouth and then add that space so the rest of the teeth can grow in and they can grow in properly, and that's the idea with mewing. When you put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, you're opening up this area and you are giving those teeth the space that they need to grow in straight upward and exactly how you want them to grow in. And if you don't do that and you actually have like a thin palate here, then you're going to see your teeth crisscross and crowd in and things like that. And that's an orthodontic practice. That's an orthotropic idea, and that's what Mike Mew says. So it's not just me saying that, So the only thing that mewing is going to do to your face is it's going to move the mandible upward and forward into the correct position. And if it's already in the correct position, it's not going to really do much. And then it's going to move your maxilla forward. And if you have a recessed maxilla, that means that you have a concave face and your face is kind of caving in, or you could call it like a flat face. All right, so those two things are never going to make you look less attractive or weirder than you did before, because that's how you really should have looked if you had developed the proper bone structure growing up. And that's just a fact, and you can look through all the pictures of mewing, befores and afters, things like that, and you can see those differences. For some anatomy right here, the mandible is the bone right here, okay? So if you have a chin that doesn't like point out and you feel your chin is recessed, that's also going to pull your chin forward, okay? It's also going to move the mandible upward and outward, okay? And that's going to give you like a side profile that's more prominent. And of course your maxilla is kind of the area with your cheekbones and the upper palate of your teeth, and it also has your nose. So when you mew, you can move this maxilla area forward. And what that also does is sometimes people who have noses that kind of bend down or have humps like that, those noses can reverse and go upward and pointier like that because you're moving the maxilla upward and forward to where it should be on your face. So that's why you might notice changes in things like your lips going more upward, your nose going more upward, and your cheekbones going higher, because that's what's going to happen when you mew. So none of these things are like things to be afraid of. I think that mewing is great, and you can always just give it a try. I know a lot of people don't believe in it, but you can move your bone after you get older, and you can see this from this guy who had a swelling under his eye, and he actually moved his cheekbone because of the swelling under his eye. And his mewing also shortens what's called the gonial angle of the face. That's the angle where the ramus meets the mandible, and in men it's usually closer to 90 degrees, and in women it's more sloped, but ideally you want that to still be more compact. So mewing is going to shorten that angle, okay? Mewing is also going to shorten the rest of the face visually, because when you shorten that gonial angle, you're going to shorten the rest of your face, and it's going to create like a more, I think it makes people look like younger, I don't know, but that's just me, and I think it makes it a little bit more like a babyish face look, because it's a shorter face, but that's just my opinion. Okay guys, so I hope that this video helped you all so much, and if you want to see more content from me, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting more very soon. Alright, I love all of you so much, and have a wonderful day.